Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a foundation routine video. So today's video is going to be a high-end foundation routine, and I'm definitely going to film a drugstore foundation routine as well, and a foundation routine for work and school. So I thought I would start on these videos. So today I'm going to do quite a full coverage foundation routine. This is the kind of look I go for when I'm going clubbing or I'm just going out for a nice special occasion and I want my makeup to look good for photos as well. So my foundation that I always do use is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So this is what I'm using today. So for primer, I don't have any high-end primers. I always use the same stuff for whatever foundation I'm using. So I always go in with my Sukin Rich Facial Moisturiser. I put this on first, and then afterwards I go in with my Loreal Base Magique Primer, and this is like a pore filling primer. So this is what I'm going to use today to prime my face, which I always use in every kind of foundation routine kind of thing. So I'm going to start off with some moisturizer and just pop this on my face and neck. So now that I've moisturized my face, I'm just going to go in with my little Base Magique primer. Just make sure you let this all sink into the skin for a few minutes before you put your foundation on, just because otherwise if you put your foundation on straight away, your foundation is pretty much going to slide off because the products didn't have time to sink into your skin. So that's really important to make sure that the products actually get in there. So I'm just going to put this primer on my nose. So I've got quite large pores on my nose and around here as well. So I always focus this primer around here and just really get it in there. So I'm just putting some on my forehead as well and some on my chin, just kind of where I get oily. So I almost forgot to mention my skin type is combination. So I do get quite an oily T-zone, but everywhere else is kind of normal, I think. Yeah, I've got quite oily skin overall, so I like the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, especially if I'm out for quite a long day or quite a long event. I like to wear this just because it lasts the longest on the skin. Okay, so it's been a few minutes since I've put the primer on, so I'm going to go in with my foundation now. I like to use a beauty sponge to put my foundation on, but when it does come to around my mouth where I crease the most, I like to use a buffing brush and pretty much buff that right in that area so it kind of thins it out a little bit more. I feel like when you use this, you're going to get much more coverage and product on the skin than you would do a brush, because the brush kind of, you know, buffs it in and moves it around a little bit more and the layer is thinner, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to start off with my beauty sponge anyway, but I've just got a brush here just because I don't have a pump on my foundation, and I'm just going to start dabbing this around my face. So now I'm just going to bounce the sponge on my skin just to blend it out. The color I'm using today is NC30, just because I do have fake tan on my body and I need to match my face to my body because my face is always whiter. Fake tan doesn't usually stick to my face very well. It usually washes off quite quickly just because I wash my face every day. So after I've put my foundation on with my beauty sponge, I just go in with my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush and I just buff this around my mouth. I found this kind of helps stop the creasing around my mouth, so I just buff that right in, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do. So to conceal and highlight today, I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in NC15. So I'm just going to highlight under my eyes, on my forehead, a little bit on my nose and on my chin. So I'm just going to pop this on the back of my hand. So I'm using a Sigma F64 brush, and I'm just going to use this to kind of place it on my face. So I don't even know why I was using this brush because I don't really like it for putting on concealer. So I'm just going to go back to my sponge and kind of blend it out. Okay, so all I have to do now is set my face, and that's pretty much it for my foundation base routine. So I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm just going to take the yellow in this kind of pinky powder. I'm going to use a tapered highlighter brush today. This is a Sigma F35 brush. So I'm just going to grab it right here and just place it right under my eyes. I'm also going to set under my chin, a little bit up here, and on my forehead as well. So now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skinfinish, and this is in the color Light Plus. It's probably not the right color to use, but it doesn't really give much coverage anyway. I would say it's definitely more like a translucent powder in a way, because it doesn't really, I don't know, make the color change on your skin. But I do need to get a new color of this because it's way too light, but it does set this area just fine. Okay guys, so that was my high-end foundation routine. I hope you did enjoy this video. Let me know down below if you want to see my work foundation routine and also my drugstore one, but still quite full coverage. So let me know down below, and all my social networks are down below. So please go follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.